Hello, welcome to my shed. Now, sadly, summer's almost over, and in a last-ditch attempt, I thought I might bring that summer feeling back with a dish that sticks out in my mind from this summer. It's a beautiful summer stew. Now, I've got the ingredients here, and I'm going to show you them. Actually, I'm going to show you the whole recipe, if that's all right. I start off with the beef. But it's not the main ingredient. The main ingredient is always beautiful vegetables and this fantastic stock we got here that's really going to make this dish come alive. So we've got our beef, some carrots, radishes, some peas, some broccoli, some cauliflower, some herbs. Now this is going to flavour our stock, the peppercorns, the garlic and a little bit of lemon thyme. Right, let's get cracking. Now to start off with, we're going to cook this beef. And we're going to cut it into small pieces, but it's still the neck of beef, so it's going to take quite some time to cook. So we need to get it cooking first. There we go. Cut it into about 1.5 centimetres pieces, I reckon. It's a lovely beef. Look at the marbling; it's fantastic. You see, don't worry, even if you've got these nice little sinewy pieces here that you think, oh dear, it's going to be tough. No, not in this stew. Not in this stew. As long as it's good quality meat, it's going to taste fantastic, and we're going to cook it for a long time, so it's going to be lovely and tender, and add stacks and stacks of flavour, pieces of meat like that. We're going to season it now with a touch of salt. There we are. Mix it in so it's all nice and evenly seasoned. Now, dash of oil in the pan. I'm going to colour off our meat. Now you can hear that beef frying beautifully, and it's coloured fantastically well on one side. So we're just gently going to turn it over now, so it colours on the other side. But be gentle, don't knock the moisture out of it or anything like that, because that's all flavour lost there. We want to keep as much flavour in as we can. Now our beef's coloured beautifully on all sides. You can see those wonderful caramelisations in the pan now, and on the edges of the beef there. All the natural sugars have come out and they've congregated on the bottom of the pan. All that says to me, flavour. We want to keep that flavour. We want to enrich it. So I've got a great little tip to make your beef stew that little bit stronger, that little bit richer. It seems a bit strange at first, but bear with me. We put a touch of water in. Now what this does is like deglazes, removes all the sugars, the caramels that are on the bottom of the pan, on the edges of the beef there, and creates a lovely smoke. And creates smoke signals for the neighbours next door. We're cooking in the shed. No, all the fantastic flavours now are released and they're coating the beef again. And we're going to continue cooking this until it starts frying again. It doubles up that amazing flavour. Right, and while our beef is coming back to life here, you can see it's starting to glaze and the fat's starting to split out from the juices. The aroma is amazing. Let's let that cook out for a second. Well, I've got a great tip as well. We're going to add some garlic to this in a minute. And what I'm going to do here, I'll just show you. We're going to sprinkle some salt on there. And leave that garlic to rest now, and the salts to go into the garlic. It's going to release all the natural oils and give it that slightly richer edge to it when we come to use it, obviously. So as you can see now, our beef's frying again, and all those lovely caramels are coming out of the beef again. It's kind of doubled up in flavour now. Right, now just to lift it a little bit, this is what's going to give our summer stew the edge. There's a slight little acidity, freshness. There's a bit of apple cider. We'll let that cook out. So while our beef's cooking away, I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing stock, which is also my 30-second tip. Right, so I'm lucky enough to get an organic box of vegetables every week, and it's a real treat. But unfortunately, all these veggies don't fit in my small fridge, so every week I have to cut them down. And I used to throw the bits in the bin, but now I had this great idea of keeping all the bits. Like I'd top and tail my courgettes, I'd like the carrots as well. I'd top and tail those, cauliflower leaves, cauliflower stalks. I literally use all of it. Got beetroot leaves here from the beetroots. They're fantastic in salads and stuff, but you get so many of them, they make a great stock. So basically I cut them all up, cover them with water, a bit of water here, pop a lid on, now bring it to the boil, simmer it for about 20 minutes, then take it off the heat and let it rest till it's cool, and you have the most amazing flavoured stock. And all you got to do is just pour it straight off into a container and keep it in your fridge. Lasts up to a week, and it's the most amazing flavour, as I said. And also, you'll never have to use a stock cube again, which can only be a good thing. Right, our beef is ready now, and here's some stock I made earlier. And we're just going to pour that in. We'll pour the whole lot in. Yeah, pour the whole lot in. There we are. And we'll bring that up to the simmer again. We're going to let that cook out for about 2 hours now. On a low heat, very gentle. We want to get a little bit more flavour into that stock before we do that. Now remember, we seasoned our garlic here, and you can see the natural oils that are starting to come out there now. And that is just going to give it such an amazing flavour. But I don't want a head of garlic floating around in my beautiful broth. So what I've got is the Mrs.'s tea bags, little pouches. And all I do, if I can do it here and there, you just break it up and pop them into the tea bag pouch. Pop a few peppercorns in there too, about a teaspoon's worth. We'll tuck it in. There we are, that's our little bouquet garni, as they say in France. We'll pop it in the stock there with some lemon thyme and a bay leaf. A great tip for bay leaf. Let me show you this. Move this box of veggies out of the way. As beautiful as it is, a great tip for bay leaves. Now, to release all the fantastic flavour in a bay leaf, just cut the edges of a bay leaf like so. And that releases so much more flavours than the natural oil that's in it. It's going to be delicious. And eventually, after 2 hours, you'll have something like this. And the aroma is fantastic. Now we've got our little tea bag here we're going to remove. And this amazing lemon thyme and bay leaf. Now I don't know if I mentioned the lemon thyme before, but it gives it such a beautiful flavour. You don't have to use lemon thyme, you can use normal thyme, oregano, add an extra bay leaf, it's up to you, but I think it gives a beautiful slight citrusy freshness to the dish. I've got to have a quick taste of this stock. Fantastic, fantastic. It's amazing how that lemon thyme really lifts it. We're going to put our potatoes in because that takes the longest to cook out of all these fantastic little veggies here. I'm just going to cut them in half. And imagine all the flavour these potatoes are going to take on if you cook them in that stock. It's going to enrich it no end and really marry in with that beef fantastically well. Now, while our potatoes are simmering away nicely in the stock, taking on all that fantastic flavour. No, Luke, you're not now, mate. Come on. We're going to start with our vegetables, just preparing them. So I've got some carrots there. You get more of a fragrance from a carrot if you don't peel it, right? I think it's pointless rubbish peeling carrots. Just wash them, cook them, eat them. Radishes are an amazing vegetable, and they are great cooked. Think a lighter flavoured turnip. Now our potatoes are about halfway cooked, so I'm going to pop in the carrots now. And they'll cook along nicely all together, in harmony I like to think. Right, so what I've done here, I've cut up all my vegetables now. We've got our sweet peas, our cauliflower, our broccoli, our radishes, our courgettes, and I'm going to pop them all into this fantastic broth and cook them out. Now these beautiful veggies have been cooking out for about 3 or 4 minutes now. No more than that, because I want to keep that beautiful fresh crispness to the vegetables, because they really make this dish. And you can see the vibrant colours there, they just look fantastic. The smell and aroma is beautiful. It really does capture the summertime, this dish. It's about the fantastic summer vegetables that we put in it, and the great aromas and flavours that transform it into something completely out of this world. We just finish it off with some fresh herbs, radish leaves, parsley, tarragon from my garden. The aroma is amazing. It really captures summertime in a plate for me. Please do give it a crack at home. For the recipe you can visit my website at tristanwelch.com, or any complaints or you want any questions, please contact me on Twitter at @TristanWelch. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Lovely, 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 lovely.